is going on.
Even the amount of work I put to convert a pink and without
we will collapse it. Yeah, we will collapse anything. Anything. Once you try to brainwash them, people will be here. They will collapse all those your sweet colonizing. See, what I'm saying is, there is no way, because I know Christianity, I know the history of it, and I know the origin and how it started, and there is no way Christianity will run away from the Old Testament, because you attribute yourself to the God of the Old Testament. You cannot deny the God of the Old Testament. You cannot. So you then telling me to now limit it to only Christianity and saying from when they became their name Antioch, they named them at Antioch, and then when Christianity started. No, you do not agree that Christianity started then. Do you agree to that? That Christianity started when they named them Christians. Are you confirming that?
I agree. It is my firm.
Based on the identifier as a name.
Yes. Because
but the religion itself, or the whole idea of it, did it start when they named them Christians?
Sorry.
I'm saying the whole idea. No. Christianity itself is the name that you are trying to say we should keep to the name, and you're trying to use that to run away from the Old Testament. The whole concept of the Christianity itself, did it just start in the Old Testament and the New Testament?
No, in the New Testament. In fact, the name came after their.
It's not the name. It's not the name. I know how they got the name.
Yes.
Is it not the so the people now? Somebody like Abraham now, you wouldn't call him a Christian, right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't call him a Christian.
So what will you call somebody like Abraham?
Sorry?
What will you call somebody like Abraham? A Jew?
Yes.
Judaism?
Yes, exactly. A Jew.
What are you then holding on to Abraham for in Christianity if he's of the Jews?
Because the Christianity came from the same lineage.
Exactly what I'm saying. That you cannot remove it from there. They are the same. They are basically the same. It's the name now that you are talking about.
Are you saying that man, that if, for instance, in the past that my grandparents, my grandparents were doing like evil, and I now as a human I come and I said, no, in this my generation I'm not doing evil, or my children going forward will not do evil. Will you continue to associate me with the past things that my grandparents have done?
Well, it depends. We can still associate it. It depends. We can still associate it to that, especially if you're still tapping from the legacy and benefiting from still continuing the legacy of, and still, according respect to that your grandfather that we know that was a tyrant. And it's like Abacha's son now coming here, or India means children or his grandchildren. Those people, for example, they are benefiting and then trying to paint India Amin. They do not condemn India Amin, because you cannot condemn Yahweh. You will not condemn Yahweh. If it's your grandfather, if you do not condemn your grandfather, you are saying he didn't do anything wrong, but then you are saying you cannot do like him, but you refuse to condemn him, and you are still tapping from that
point. Yes, I get
that is exactly what is going on with Christianity and running away from the atrocities.
But you know that my view is that these are descriptive events. Like
they happened, but they happened.
I'm not saying it does not happen. I'm not saying it's like, okay, let's even use South Africa for instance. Let's talk about apartheid. Okay, so apartheid happened, right? But it's not happening now. If the people have chosen to move on, okay, don't you think that taking them back to the period or linking them to their apartheid without accepting their current realities doesn't make any sense?
Well, it depends. When you look at the people that benefited from apartheid today, there are many of them who still hold on to apartheid ideologies, right?
Yes, exactly. Except those.
Can you judge those people and say?
Yes, I will judge them if they hold on to that.
That if they still,
yes, hold on to that. But Christians don't hold on to that Old Testament.
They do. That is what I'm saying now. They do. Okay, can you remove Yahweh from Jesus Christ? Are they not basically the same thing? You cannot now. He still revere. You still respect the man that perpetrated Yahweh now. Yahweh committed those crimes. You can't say Jesus Christ have removed himself from that crime. But Jesus Christ and Yahweh, they are still working hand in hand. You still respect Yahweh. You cannot even condemn him. That's what I'm saying. The people in South Africa now that benefited from apartheid, that still want that ideology, they still want to keep it and be reaping that reward. Is that not the same as what the Christians are doing? How is it not the same? How is it not the same? Can you condemn Yahweh? Did Jesus Christ condemn Yahweh?
Why
did Jesus Christ not condemn? Why did he not condemn Yahweh? Why did he not say Yahweh? All those things that we did were bad.
You want to corner me to this point.
But
let's face these things. Let's face reality. Okay. Someone comes that says some people like Christians say that Christ brought in a new covenant, new covenant of love, mercy, peace. Do you understand? And then you want, and those people have going forward not shown any link to any violence or even encourage or support violence or do any kind of violence. Then in judging them, you link them to what has happened about maybe I don't know how many years those events happened. Are you being fair to those people?
Yes, I mean in this Jesus example, I'm being very, very fair to those people.
How?
That's what I'm saying, because Jesus Christ himself, if you remove your belief from it, Jesus Christ himself, he said he's Yahweh. He said he acted with Yahweh. And then he's now coming now to tell you that, well, me and my father were in good terms, so my father has still brought me another new covenant and forget all the things my father did. He didn't even condemn it. And then he brought you something new. And then say, this is new. I bring you love. I bring you peace. It doesn't align. It doesn't align.
No. Do you think that
it doesn't align?
I get what you are saying. So you are saying that until Christians now condemn Yahweh's act,
which you cannot do. Even Jesus Christ did not do it.
I know now. I just want to get your point. Are you saying that it is until we condemn Yahweh's act?
Yes. You cannot then say, oh, Jesus Christ came after all of those things. It's because this thing didn't happen to you. It's like, because this thing didn't happen to you. Imagine,
can we condemn what we don't know when it happened or why it happened? It was just an event that was described.
Yeah, but the Bible gave us reasons why it happened, and when it happened, it's explained in the Bible in details.
Yes, but I mean the reasons why God commanded them to do to wage those wars.
Yeah, some of them were quite. Some of the reasons. Some of the reasons.
Okay, see,
there are reasons, and some of those reasons, if not most of them, bro, they were petty reasons that he could have just dealt with diplomatically. That was unnecessary. The amount of violence that Yahweh used. Some of them were just petty crimes.
But do you think that Christians believe that these are examples that we should continue to live?
You want to remove anything Yahweh does is you cannot condemn what Yahweh does. It's an example. If need
that man, are you quarreling with Yahweh or you have problem with Jesus? Which one? I don't understand.
Being a Christian, then the image of Jesus Christ they painted, I wouldn't even know that there was Yahweh. That Yahweh did a lot of things, because Jesus Christ is very loving and all of those things. So it's hard for you to want to fault Jesus Christ based on his New Testament. You know what I'm saying, state government, to be honest, based on the New
right?
Testament. Yes, that is one, but that is not the fundamental. That's not the main thing. When you now go deeper, you will now see that the image of this guy they are painting, it contradicts the image of another person they are painting in the Old Testament, that they say is the same person, they walk hand in hand, this person passed the baton, walk hand in hand. Because even Christianity goes far to even say when you were creating the world, Jesus Christ was there since the beginning of the creation. Jesus Christ was part of the creation. Jesus Christ is loving, is forgiving. He couldn't forgive Adam. He couldn't love Adam. All of the things during the time of Noah, he existed. During the time of people, all those things, he existed. He wasn't showing forgiveness. Then all of a sudden now he's now coming. He's doing my brains. He's doing my head somehow. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, right? But what I'm saying is that we are living in a new dispensation. And these people like us who are Christians, followers of Christ, okay, we don't know what happened then. It was only described there. So it is not left for us to begin to condemn what we don't know what happened. It's like
no. Do you condemn? Okay. I know why you will not condemn it. It's because it's Yahweh. Yeah, will you condemn
battles? Let's take it home, Tawa.
Let's yes.
Yes. So let's say we have community battles in the past, right? These people, this community fought with the other community. And then in 2000, those things has not happened for maybe 50 years. Maybe those people that even fought those battles have they're already dead. Now you see the new generation of that community. They now come, they embrace peace. Already there's peace because maybe government has established peace. So there's peace already. Now, are you saying that until those new generation of that community, those young children, condemn the act of war that their parents indulged with, when they don't even know why they did that, or maybe they were doing that to protect themselves? That is only when you will absolve them from such incident. Is that what you are saying?
Yeah, that's the beginning of the peace and then the healing. I'll give you example. Thankfully, you and I we are Igbo. You look at you take the Nigerian Civil War, the Biafra War, as you can still call it. You look at that war, how it happened. Why do you think the Igbo people, especially, haven't really healed from the atrocities that were committed against? You didn't experience the Civil War. I don't know how old you are.
Yeah, I didn't experience it. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, I also didn't experience it. Why do you think the Igbo people, especially, I don't know I can't speak of other people, but it looks like we would have still hold on to those grudges and they're very angry.
Yes, because
why are the Igbo people not moved?
It's because they feel that justice has not really been given.
Has he actually been given?
Yes, exactly. It has not. Okay, I grant you that. But see, it is not for them. It's about justice. It is not about government, because the government have said, okay, this war, we don't. It's over. They've called it. They've even enacted NYSC as a way to bridge the effect of those 1960 to 1957, 67 to 1970 war. Okay. So they brought it. They brought NYSC and other things just to do all those things. But look at what happened in Port Harcourt, for instance, where homes were exchanged for like 20 is it
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Do you understand? People lost their home. So this is not for me. For us, this is not justice. This is not justice. So it's not about condemning. It's not that the Igbos are coming to say we condemn that war. We will never condemn that war. You know that, right?
You mean we condemn? We are angry at because the Igbo people.
But you know that we will never condemn that war. Even when we want to, we will say, okay, we are moving on. We want peace, or maybe we are peaceful. But we will never condemn that war, regardless of what happened.
No. We condemn, especially. That is why do you think the Igbo people and the Hausas and all of them don't agree too much? I'm just making blanket statement, but you know the context of what I'm speaking about, of what I'm talking about. Why do you think they still do not agree? That is because the Igbo people still haven't forgiven. It was Gowon. It was General Gowon that came and then said no victory, no victor, no vanquish, whatever, and then just put a dot on it and ended the whole thing and said the war. It didn't really end. They didn't condemn it. Do you think the Nigeria, as at the time, because Biafra was fighting against Nigeria as a state, do you think Nigerians have come to say, oh, all those atrocities that's committed, then Igbo people, we did bad. We know we unalive few people too much. We use starvation. Millions of Igbo children were unalive. There was a lot of atrocities. Did Nigerian government, have they come out, or any parts of the people who were involved, even Gowon himself, have they come out to say we condemn all those acts? Well, let's just move on. Have they?
No, I don't have such information, so I don't think
they haven't. They won't do that.
But you know.
That's what you are doing. 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 You are. Yeah, that's what you are doing. Right? That's what you are doing. You are refusing. You are like you refusing to even condemn the atrocities of Yahweh. It's basically the same thing that the Nigerian government is refusing to.
No.
That's what you are doing.
I'm saying that the Igbos themselves, right? What the Igbos are seeking for, it's not even about condemnation from the government.
That's the beginning.
They are even asking for, even now, the fair treatment. Can you be fair to us just like you are to other regions?
No.
Not even, so now you saying that Christians
you have to first of all condemn the act before you can then seek. I can still give you another example now. If you want. We can still use slavery as an example. Anybody that wants to talk about maybe repatriation, I don't know if I pronounce that correctly. You know the word I'm trying to. Is it repatriation, or how do they call it? The one where they want. Is it repatriation? I think that's the word for it. If you want to discuss that, you first of all condemn and say yes, slavery in itself, bad something that shouldn't have happened. Is a crime against humanity. Is a blah blah blah. You love United Nations. They have a lot of things on that can tell you that they strongly condemn slavery and all of that. So if you are not saying you are coming to discuss peace with us, You now say no. Our ancestors say you are not black. Say you are somebody who is not black, and you're not saying my ancestors. Then I will not really condemn them of what they did.
Dark
But
man,
now you
dark
will
man,
defeat the purpose of trying to make
dark,
peace because you have to
dark
first
man,
stop there.
dark man.
Yes,
You see that what you've tried to do is
get you to
not
condemn Yahweh's action
exactly. So,
before we
but
accept
so,
Jesus
but
Christ. Before we
exactly,
accept Jesus Christ and move
exactly,
on.
exactly. But you are one thing again that is obvious in this conversation is the fact that you admit that the current Christianity, okay, does not encourage, neither preach nor involve themselves in active violence, as you
No,
can
no,
see.
that one. Yeah, the Muslims can make that argument too. The Muslims can make
They
that argument.
cannot make such argument because I will provide laundry list. I will provide
You will not
plenty.
be providing individual. That's why I told you about. I used the Christian evangelicals as an
Okay,
example.
that is one.
Those are
That is one.
Christians. Yes, those are
Okay,
Christians. So
that
they
is
are
one. Give
acting
me
on
another one.
individual. Yeah,
Okay,
that one is that in itself.
but you know that one, right? You
Yes,
see that
yes.
one. You have not even provided any reference to say that okay they have funded this war.
Why are you doing this now? Are you going? Do you want to defend the Christian evangelicals
I'm not defending them.
in
I'm just
America?
saying that.
They
I'm
are a
just
piece
saying
of
that
shit.
as
You
I
don't
can
really
get
have to defend
that I
them.
can
You
get
don't
that I
really have
can
to.
get like I mean
You don't really have to defend them. Those people, they are very even.
I know, I know.
They
I
are some
understand.
way.
I understand. I'm just saying that, right? We have a long list of Islamic terrorist groups. These people, when they want to do, let's say, bombing, for instance, they must say Allahu Akbar.
Yes, I get that, but
So,
it's not. I don't want to defend the Muslim, but go ahead.
so in this same, looking at it using this same example, you will not find any active Christian religious distance. So you are saying that someone funding, okay, it's bad to fund. Funding is the same as even engaging in the actual war. But I think that even in the act of indulging in the actual war itself, is because we are killing both. We are destroying
You
everything.
first, you don't want to admit that they have any Christian association that is sponsoring violence and via Israel. Is that what you are? Is that what you are saying?
Because
You
Israel
know.
is a
So
country.
you didn't take. You didn't take.
Israel is a country with only how many percent of Christians in it?
Those people.
Maybe
That is what I'm. That is what I'm
1%.
telling. That is what I'm telling you. It took to other Christians, evangelicals in America. It took till they became woke to now realize that they've actually been funding people that are against their faith. It's only recently that they started waking up to now realize that Israel in itself, because they believe based on religious understanding. Do you think it's every Christian today? An average Christian doesn't even know that the Israel they call the Israel existing today. They don't know that that's not the
Can you
Israel mentioned in
blame?
the Bible. But let me give you
Sorry,
the link.
sorry,
Yes,
sorry. Do you
take it. Take video here. Let me show you one. Let's read the Christian evangelical matter.
okay,
Yeah.
that man. Do you know that there are more Muslim Israeli citizens than you have Christian?
It doesn't
Israel?
matter. It doesn't matter as far as
So
I'm
can you link
concerned.
the same kind? Why not link the same to the Muslims other than Christians, for instance?
No. I'm pointing the ones that
So
I know.
why don't you link the actions of
I'm pointing the ones that I'm
they are
pointing the one.
supporting?
When you want to point Islam now, you can say maybe the ISIS, you can say maybe the Al Qaeda, maybe you can say Boko Haram. Those are you can say you can even though Islam would disassociate itself from it, but you can say those are religious Islamic religious group. And I'm mentioning the evangelicals. That is Christian religious group. In fact, they are Christian Zionist movement. That's what they are. It's an existing, and they are donating, they are sponsoring Israel big time. We can look at it. So what you are doing is that you are trying to remove. I'm not arguing for Islam. I'm not like they know. I tell you, they themselves they are equally as like that. But you cannot remove Christians from them. That's what I'm saying. Here is it. If you want to read it out, I hate when we are
Yes.
doing a quick this thing. It takes it doesn't give in depth. But let's just use overview. Can you see it? It's a Christian evangelical sponsorship and support of Israel is a major financial and political movement driven largely by Christian Zionism, prophetic end time beliefs, and major advocacy organization
Yes. Okay.
even you see they even mentioned it's like three organizations they are mentioning. Even Christian United for Israel. Christians, that's an organization sponsoring Israel. and Israel is using the money they give from Christian, from offering. They donate offerings. They give them tithes. They do a lot of things. They have special offerings for Israel. And what do they use it to do? Use it to arm their military, and then they're using it to decimate the whole of Gaza.
Can you also say that the United States United States is also funding Nigeria because they give a lot of you see when you make this kind of comment, right? Okay, but let me not even go there. That man, do you still hold that the rate of violence committed by the Christian organizations and the rate of violence committed by Muslim organizations are in the same level?
You mean before, or if we overall everything together?
No, like Christians, using the word Christians when it started.
It depends on what we are looking at. The state government, I don't know exactly how.
Look at it in any way. I'm just focus on the word Christianity, like Christians when they started.
Well, when they started, as at the time after Jesus Christ was unalive, and then they named them, it was the apostles themselves that people, they found them. You know how most of them unalive, very graphic to even want to paint. Yes. But that's aside. But in Islam too, they also argue that it was after the Prophet left. That was when people then had the, Islamic jihad, where people were now going from different. I can say the same about Christianity.
Okay, let's even stick to that. Do you how many people did Muhammad kill?
Is a lot. Is a lot. I don't think there's a figure to it.
He only killed one person, but he supported war that.
By his with army now. You mean personally by himself?
Exactly. So now you see.
But by his army,
you say that the people we say it only when he left, when he died. That no, when he was there was wars and lot of
yes.
So can you
justifiable war?
Let's not even go about justification. Exactly what, but. Can you say it is the same for Christian leaders?
If we are going to, I don't know on the level you are putting Muhammad. Are we putting Muhammad on the level
of Jesus?
That's what you are doing. No. Jesus didn't do.
On the level of Apostle Paul.
Apostle Paul, no. Or on the level of the Matthew, all those, no. Those guys, they didn't do that. On that level, no. They didn't do that. But if we're putting it,
do you not think that the current Christians all over the world, they look at these people as leaders, and people that whose words or letters they read every day and get and draw closer to God, compared to when people read like the one that Muhammad, like the hadith is basically everything about his life.
Yes, because if you read about Jesus Christ, like I said, I don't want to bring Yahweh again. Make I no come put you for corner. If they are reading about Jesus Christ, they are most likely to be peaceful, very, very peaceful.
Even let's even talk here, right? If someone insults Jesus, for instance, you will see that the Christians will not even sort of react in a negative way. They will not feel happy, right? But when you just say any little thing to Muhammad, you will see swords and AK-47 and everything will come out.
I agree to that. Let's use the remaining 6 minutes. Do you agree with this, including atheism there, and saying, asking, can you point to any situation where you can say atheist?
Yes.
Give me an example. That's what I was expecting. You give me an example of a theistic ideology or some system that committed violence.
Okay, no. For now, okay. I thought the question is adding a theist to the conversation, but committing violence now, no.
You cannot point to say.
I cannot point to one that I know. I cannot point, but I know that if a theist, right, with the current way the movement is going,
it could become extreme.
People's right to even have a thought itself.
It could become extreme.
Calling them, they will do more than Hitler did, if you ask me.
There is a possibility, but that will mostly be politically motivated.
Yes, exactly, and they will justify it because this, you see, even a born again Muslim, for instance, Muslim who truly understand the teachings of Muhammad, right, and understand the context of even the wars that happened in the Quran, okay, could lead a very peaceful life. But you see, an atheist, the person just want war. The person just wants wahala. Like peace is not even an option for that person. And the person will not even respect your right to even own and have a right itself, different from his own.
I mean, that's if we get because what you're saying now, in a way, it scares me as well. Because if you get anything too extreme, becomes a problem, right? Once you go extreme, if you have, if you have, that's why I don't really defend ideologies that much, because I can't control how extreme people want to go with ideology, but I can control mine, because I know when I'm not going too far, stepping the lines and all that. If you have, say you have an atheist now who takes over a country, maybe let's say Nigeria, for example, and that person is a very extreme, like an angry atheist. I don't even want to use ear to hear anything about religion. He can become very, very repressive in a way that he will start shutting down churches, start shutting down religious places, start rounding up people who are preaching, people who are praying, start targeting Muslims, Christians, packing you guys and just throwing them, even it could make a religion even a crime, punishable. It's possible. It's possible. And then those who refuse to accept, they will just brutally and then, murder them and all of those things. And they will still have atheists who will support that ideology, but I wouldn't. It becomes too extreme. Yes, there is a possibility, but it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't.
It hasn't happened yet.
I agree with you. But even if you look at let's divide violence by maybe kinetic and non-kinetic violence. If you agree that kinetic violence could mean one that involves weapons or unaliving, and even look at abuse like cursing, use of curse words, shutting people's bully, like when you bully people. When you do this, don't you think that if we put this in terms of as a violence, emotional, let's even call it emotional violence, don't you think that if we put emotional violence, that atheists will top this list?
well, in a way,
the one that spice alone has committed, right? The one that spice alone, she has fueled everything for you.
So the atheist, so this is an encouragement to atheists. Don't remove leg there. Press more, press fire. They are feeling they are feeling the keep pressing them. The atheist. Yes, I would agree with you. I would agree with you because
look at Kevin Skies, for instance. That guy is like, oh my God, he can talk from.
That's emotional violence. Emotional violence. You can say yes. Well, this is how I look at it, because I always say that Christians, believers, your faith is personal, it's very dear to you. That you built all your this thing around it. It's very special to you. But whereas when you then engage atheists and have conversation, we don't care. We don't even regard whether telling you that Jesus Christ is this or that, how it will make you feel. It doesn't really bother us that much. But in itself, you can still say is emotional or psychological violence.
Psychological violence.
They are committed. Yes, which is true.
Even Captain Sin has shielded everywhere, sir.
Which is true. It hasn't gone physical yet. But we are also equally traumatized, and based on the psychological trauma that we've gone through in believing, even the thought that we might even go to hell, do you not think is detrimental to why we are angry and saying no, we'll give you order for it? But I agree, psychologically we can say, even using here as a case study, the things 80s, me in particular, I won't remove myself. I say a lot of things here.
You are even different. Yes, I know, but you are not even like, oh boy, like those are things.
So I agree. Thank you. You can get to one, which is normal. Because your religion, you hold it very dear as compared to it.
And these people don't care.
They don't give a fuck. They just do whatever. They just say things the way they
God. The way they talk.
We can give that one. We can say, okay, fine, that's the only violence you can attribute. I won't argue that one. Psychologically, mentally.
Imagine that Musan, the person that brought this topic, Musan is an atheist. The guy will be like, he'll be worse than Kevin Skies.
I agree with you. Thank you very much, state government. Atheists, you guys have heard. Give them fire. Don't.
All right. Thank you very much, Darkman and